What's up? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? So we don't have too much time, so I'm gonna go straight into business. Altcoin Sunday. I have about 50 minutes. My family members just left, so I had family over. I wanted to do an altcoin stream, but there's also Formula 1 tonight, so if it feels like this has been too short, I might do one in the middle of the week, like an altcoin stream on, I don't know, somewhere else this week. But let's just focus on today first, right? So we're going to cover some altcoins. Now, if you've not been here before, how we tend to tackle this is instead of people shouting random alts into the chat and wishing their alt is going to be analyzed, instead I give you a little bit of time to write some alts in the chat. I'm going to write them down in my notepad over here, right? Then after that, I'm going to remove all the doubles in ChatGPT. Okay, now I already got the list from last time, right? Without, I believe, the top 5 of last time, so that's going to be interesting. So I kept the list here, and then I think ETH, Matic, Dotsol, some are not in here. So I kept this list, and what I asked ChatGPT is to the second list I'm going to add, thanks to you guys, will be added to this list, and the doubles are going to be removed. Then I'm going to do the top 3, top 5. We'll see how far we get in the time that we have. And then the remaining ones will go into the Wheel of Fortune. Now, due to time as well, last time we did a 3-minute timer, I believe, and I couldn't cope with my hands because chat was too quick. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put that timer on. Let's put it on 1 minute and 5 seconds because I do have to click the timer and then go to the chat. So we do this, we park this over here. Also, welcome everyone. Hopefully you have a great Sunday. I gotta say, so sorry for being directly to the point. Usually, of course, I do a lot of chatting and whatnot, but it's been a social weekend. You know, I wish I could spend a bit more time with you, but hey, family time is important. Time outside. We had a great walk, great lunch. Life's good. So, okay. Yeah, Hamza, the grid is good. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, we're gonna start. Let me put my notepad on, and also you guys can now write down alts. Let's go. Mind the timer. Also, make sure to only give me the shortcut, so the 3 letters or the 5 letters, or you know. Not the full word, but okay. Wow, chat. It's a Sunday. Hey, you guys feel like Sunday? Get me some alts. Get me some alts. I still have the previous list, so don't you worry. I have the whole list still. So I'm gonna add these to the existing list because I actually want to build up a bit of a bigger altcoin list myself. Doubles will be removed. Bonk. Arrow. Interesting. Yeah. Short and sweet. Now, don't you worry, because I still have a very, very, very big list of alts. So that was very short, no? But let me at least add, I can see, add my Phil, SUI, FET, Akash. Okay, the others are in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add, so don't you worry, I have an existing list of many alts. Now just to be sure, I'm gonna put ETH in there, sol.matic, as that is usually some of the ones that are in there. So I asked ChatGPT to add this list to the one I already had. Look at the amount coming in, right? There's many you didn't mention, but I have them because of the previous live stream. And now what it's doing is it is removing all the doubles. So it provides the first list, provides the second list. Now combine them both and remove the duplicates. Let's see how many we have left. Yeah, you gotta love ChatGPT, eh? Fuck. All right, look at that, USDTD. Okay, wow, there we go. Then we go to straw poll because we're gonna organize a poll. And what do we analyze? Then we go paste answers, Control V, preview. Thank you very much. Oh, wait. First list plies. There. I think there's something else like that at the bottom. Oh no, we good. Multiple answers are allowed. Always public, nobody. Cool. We create the poll. I share this. Oh, lol. That was not the link. Do that, do that, do that. Vote. So you can check the list that I have here. If your coin is not in for whatever reason, please first check. You can send a message, but this should be pretty much all should be in here. So what I'm going to do is run a 2-minute voting, and then we're going to start. Okay. Okay. So while you guys are voting, what's up, chat? How are you doing? Welcome. Good to have you all here. Maybe a Band-Aid, Holo, Crypto, Mido. I think there was a message above, maybe a Band-Aid's here, but yo, Bina, welcome. Hamza, Dara, B channel. Whoa, there he is. Welcome back, man. Took a while. You had a break from live chats. What's up, mate? Heop, welcome offline. How you doing? Fresh coins would be nice, but let's not just give him a bunch of shit coin. Yeah. Well, I first do the ones that are voted. Usually that is the top 5, right? And then and then we'll see what comes after. But I don't have too much time, so it's going to be a quickie. There are multiple lists. Wait, what do you mean? Oh shit. Near. Yo, ChatGPT failed. Wait. I got all 3 lists in here. Oh, I'm so lol. Ah, wait, it provided everything in one message. I see. Yo, you guys are so good. Give me 1 second here. Let me edit this for all of you. Wait, let me get a new one here. Wow. It's of course because he gave ChatGPT gave it all in one answer, right? So all the lists are in one answer. That's probably why. Huh. Interesting. Sorry. Create. Do this. Do that. Do that. Do that. Vote. So please first use Control F. Find your coin or whatever you are interested in. You can select multiple answers. Maybe I have to give you, maybe, I don't know, 2-3 minutes. Let's see how we do after 2 minutes. And if your coin, for whatever reason, is not in there, because it is a very big list, okay? It's a very big list. So please first check if yours is in here. If for whatever reason it is not, I can still add it. It's unlikely to have the highest amount of votes, but I'm going to click on edit just in case. So please check it and yeah, vote. And then the remaining ones go in the Wheel of Fortune. So I'm going to see how many alts I can do. It's going to be like a quick tap, pum, 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 like alt. Can just do in Excel. Yeah. But I mean, ChatGPT is easier than Excel. No, you just like say, yo, can you remove the doubles, please? And then ship is in there. Please check the list first. Please check the list first. If you go to ship, it is in there. Please click on vote, go to the straw poll, press Control F, look for your coin, vote for all the coins you want. If it is not in there, then of course feel free to send a message in the remaining 40 seconds. Pleasure, Tavin. Pleasure. Okay, let's see how we guys doing. How you doing? INJ FET or RNDR. So this is interesting. ETH also and Sol quite often the same ones to start with. So that will be quite easy because we've done them last week and not much changes on the higher time frame. So we'll probably go quick. Welcome, Tavin from Hong Kong. Wow, man. Yo, how you doing, Tavin? Welcome. My name is Koen, 31 years young, and I'm from the Netherlands. Elliott Wave trader and analyst. Sharing everything I know on the tube, which is what you see here. Hoping to help some people out. Okay, boom. So that was the timer. I just didn't want to blow your ears for the earphone users here. So let's refresh here, see what we got. Of course, everything happens very quickly. So in case you joined late or, we don't have too many votes compared to last time. But it was different time. Asia was still awake as I went live during the day. Okay, so we got INJ FET, Link, SUI BONK. Wait, BONK again? Oh, you guys. Okay, 1 second here. Let me write this down. Oh wait, I still got the previous list. Nice. Previous altcoin streams are on my channel. Last time we did ETH, Sol, Matic, Doge, Dot, YGG, Jasmine, and IELTS, and now it's gonna be. At least I see how far I get in the upcoming 38 minutes. Just writing down. Cool. Okay, let's see where we get. Okay, so we're going to start with INJ. Usually these live streams, because I'm analyzing, tend to be a bit more quiet because it takes some focus, especially when you look at new coins all the time. I don't think I actually have INJ in here. No. What's the best chart for INJ anyway? Coinbase. Okay. September 2022. Oh. Much more information here. Okay, this looks about right, no? Looks about right. Okay. There we go. Added that one to the list. Let me check the stream time as well. Okay, it's pretty much 19 minutes that we start with. INJ, okay, so this is a fresh chart, absolutely new. So usually takes, I like to start on the higher time frames as always, of course. Let's have a look at the volume. So this is the Binance chart. We moved up, so this was the launch apparently, I suppose, moved up 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. So this looks like a nice impulse. As you can see over here, if we have the launch 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, creating the high, corrective structure. We don't really have to look inside this structure. Arguably, there is a potential ABC in here, but we're gonna label this as the low of your 2. What's this? 1, 2, 2, 5, 3, 3, 6. 1, 2, 6. Okay, so this one is lower. And of course, in a bullish scenario, you're going to be looking for continuation to the upside. Now, this is very, very, very high time frame. I mean, weekly, but volume. Actually, it's interesting that volume is moving down as price is moving up. Checking. Not higher. Okay, so if we're looking for an impulse, then of course we need another 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Overlap between potential 1 and 4 here. So this can't be your wave 4. So therefore your 3 is going to be higher, as well as all the others. However, if this is another wave 2, then we need a 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, cool. But then this is a very short wave 3 for then a 4, 5, 4, 5. Look how long your 5 is. So that doesn't really make sense, right? Even though you do have increasing volume. So we're looking first at the bullish scenario. So preferably, you're still moving up for your higher 3, and you got a couple of 1, 2s to the upside. Now the invalidation is going to be very easy. I can't deny I'm not a big fan of how this impulse has been structured so far to the upside, because of the overlap. So we have a new low here, perfectly fine, right? And then we have 1, 2. Okay, that's fine as well. Whatever the structure is in 2, your 1 could be here. It doesn't really matter. What matters is you have overlap between this high and this low. So it can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then have a 1 here, have this as a 2, and then look for 3, 4, 5. That's not possible. So therefore, we need to label this different. Now, either this is going to be a wave 4 in a diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diagonal, but that's very unlikely. That this is a diagonal. We also 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have your 5. So that of course would be an expanding diagonal, I think, as well, even though the lines look contracting. Yeah, expanding diagonals are very rare and never preferred, so we prefer to start with a couple of 1, 2s. 1, 2, 3, 5. So this is, of course, your most bullish scenario. And that also means that 1, 2, you actually, so we talk probabilities, of course. Let me pick the lower high for the sake of safety. Talking about probabilities, touching this, your probabilities will go down. Then we take another one. The second one, probabilities go down further. Then we have the last one. If you hit this already, you got a problem. Right. Color code them. This one is blue. This one is green. Now the reason these are important is because a wave 4 is not allowed to overlap or hit the 0.618. So in other words, if we're looking for a multi 1, 2 to the upside to start with, we don't yet want to hit the 618 in wide. We're looking for 1, 2, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, arguably your wide one is in. So let's just say we can remove it. There is a potential, you know, your 4 is very short. If this is your 4 compared to a 2 here, so we have another 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. But because we can't like say for sure, hey, your 3 might be in over here, right? And then you have a 4 and a 5. So what I prefer to do is just remove that one from the chart. We're on a high time frame. Focus on the blue line instead, right? Makes life easier. We don't want to hit the 618 at 7.45. Before we have a finished blue 3, we want to see price moving up. That's what we're going to be looking for. So that's an easy invalidation. Of course, that is bull. Let's actually call it, that's weekly bull. Okay. Now, of course, your bearish scenario is there's pretty much only one really, which would be a flat structure. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Most common target area for a flat is between the 1.236 and the 1.38, not hit. So actually you prefer price to still move up a little bit. The 1 to the 105 is a target area for a regular flat, but a regular flat is less common. So of course your most bearish scenario is that you're looking for a bigger corrective structure, preferably in a flat. You're going to move below wave A. Now that is incredibly unlikely, very low probability scenario on the chart here. If you move down for C, you're going to move below A. Pretty much you're going to take the lows. Besides, if this is your 1 and this is your 2 is so incredibly big in time, it also actually doesn't really make sense. So just because of the probabilities, I'm actually going to remove it. Very low probabilities for that scenario. If we do think about a more bearish scenario, what I would prefer to look for is a retracement in another wave 2, so that you create a 1 2 1 2 and then move up. But you you want to stay above this low, right? That's quite clear. Now with regards to that second impulse to the upside, if we have a 1 2 here and we want to count another 1 2, so we have another 1 2 So preferably the bearish scenario is still going to be bullish, right? You don't want to move all the way down here. So we then have our I would like to count as a 4, but I can't really count it as a 4. 1 2 3 4. I can't do 5 here. I can't count 1 2 3 4 5 because 3 is the shortest wave, and that is not allowed in an impulsive structure. So how can we count an impulse that is soon finished? 1 2. Okay, we got the 1 2. That's clear. But we can't really do a 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5 overlap between a 1 and a wave 4. Now just in case, I'm going to actually check this on another chart. This is the Binance chart. I'm going to check it on Coinbase as well, where, very nice, Coinbase doesn't even have the data. USD. Which one would have data? Bitstamp usually. Never mind. Kraken. Thank you. Also overlap. Also overlap. Okay, so it definitely looks like they overlapped, which invalidates a wave 4. So the problem is I can't label this 1 2 3 4 5, and that is a pity. That's a pity. So even in your bearish scenario, counting this as a finished structure is difficult. 1 2. Okay, we got that. 1 2. Then what? You did hit the 382. So but that pretty much leaves us with the bullish scenario we had earlier. 1 2 1 2 1 2 and then continue to the upside. Volume is very low though, so if this is a 1 2 1 2 1 2 and this is your 3, where's the volume? I think for the bearish count we might have to zoom in a little bit, because we have overlap. So it's a and this is the range that kills it, this one. So we can't end the wave 1 at the high. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. That's not possible. 3 is the shortest. So then we need to either count this a diagonal, but then we have an expanding diagonal in here, which is very rare, never preferred unless everything else fails. And then the only one left is 1 2 1 2 1 2. Gotta say though, if this is the 3, your volume is absolutely shit. Makes you think about this being something else. WXY. Let's go to the lower time frames with regards to the bears. Huh. Okay, I am gonna do it. I will accept. It's an altcoin. It's a wiki wiki bastard. So what we're gonna do is count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that case. So we're still preferably looking for one more high at least. And then you continue. Of course, your wave 2 retracement most commonly is between the 0.5 and the 0.786. So wherever then wave 5 goes, it is something that we have to keep in mind. Let's have a look locally here. Ooh. This can't be a 3 for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because 3 is the shortest. So this has to be a corrective structure down, potentially a zigzag ABC. In that case, for the bullish scenario, you would be finished here and continue towards the upside. So most bullish is a finished corrective structure with wave C ending on a high amount of volume. WX flatten Y. So it's a W zigzag, X zigzag, and then a flat in Y. Oh. Inside this correction, which did hit the target. Okay, yeah. So in the bullish scenario, you're finished and you move up. In the bearish scenario, this is only a W and you look for an X and a Y. So that makes life easy locally, no? Bullish finished. Bearish, you're gonna move down one more time for then either a double zigzag or you're gonna be looking for a sideways double combo. Depends on wave Y. If wave X, however, moves up to the 0.7, the probabilities turn more bullish. You will still expect a retracement in Y, but the moment you hit the 0.7 here, you're going to be looking for price to move sideways instead of going deep down. So WXY in the bearish scenario, creating a range. Yeah, you could still wig the low, but in a double zigzag WXY, you expect a lot more downside. So the moment you hit the 0.7, probabilities are higher to look for a sideways range. Wave W is a zigzag, therefore wave Y can only be either a flat or a triangle. This is in the bearish scenario. You first need to hit the 0.7. Moving down, taking the low without touching the 0.7, probabilities are possibly there for a double zigzag. Right? Common target for a double zigzag, take from the start to the end of W to wherever X is going to finish. And mainly the 1 to the 1.236 are your important fibs. And I just pressed a button. So I went to Cardano out of nowhere. So that is important. And of course, bullish is you're finished with your ABC and you move up. So in other words, this is your invalidation. And then locally, we want to count bullish structures. In that case, you're going to be starting with a diagonal. And then you have this big range, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is such an ugly range though. It's so long. Oh, very long. Preferably your wave 2 is already finished. So arguably you're gonna move this here. Because in a bullish scenario, so we can count an impulse in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. Now this is either a wave C, A, or a wave 1. If this is a wave C, it has to be a flat, A, B, C. But then wave C didn't take the high of A. Running flat, very rare, never preferred. Higher probabilities, this is a wave A or a wave 1. In that case, A, B, C, correction. But then you're going to be thinking about diagonals, which would be bullish though. So in that case, a soft invalidation might be taking this low, but I don't want to take that risk. So there's diagonal potential here. We can see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the move to the upside. However, it looks very three wavy. So preferably in a bullish scenario, you count as a 1, 2, and then you move up for a zigzag. So I think we got a clear scenario. Now the range in detail, that would take a lot of time trying to count this. We have a three wave move down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, W, X, flatten Y. That works, W, X, Y, finish wave 2. So what I'm talking about here, I'm very quick, of course. So you have a W, X, and a Y, zigzag, X, flat. And from there, you then want to start new impulsive structure. So your invalidation is very clear. You know exactly where you're wrong. Easy for risk management purposes as well. Now, on the weekly time frame, probabilities are higher to move up. Bullish scenario has a higher probability on the weekly, which is the easiest. Your target on the weekly is between oh wow, we're literally like support on the 236. So it's just a 236 till the 05, 22.7, 10.5. This is your area of interest. This range is important structural support. That's also the range we touched with the wick. Losing this range, you're likely going to the next range, which is of course close to the invalidation. So we are at support. We are at the target area on a weekly time frame. Probabilities are higher to still move up and continue the local trend. Locally in the range, we know where we're wrong. That is most important. All right. So because of the size of this range, yeah, we can count a WXY in here and then a potential impulse up here and an A or 1, possibly A, B, C to then create a bigger diagonal. But it's too early to talk diagonals. So your invalidation is simply 21. And if you hit the invalidation, you're going to look for lower prices, but the weekly time frame probabilities don't change, right? They're still towards the upside. Have we voted yet? Yes. Because it's just because I don't have much time. Wait, I also don't have fetch? Would have been a lot easier if I actually had some of these fetch. Oh, FET. Wait. Why is it down there? I see. Okay. One, two, 3. Okay, so yeah, this will be a quick one. This is the most bullish scenario, group 2, and this is your bullish scenario. So, and then locally, we were still looking for price to move down. So that's nice, following the plan. We're not complaining. So, FET, this is what makes it easy once you do live streams every week with regards to alts. So on the alts, your bullish scenario, actually both scenarios at the moment, still higher probabilities to move up, looking for a wave 4. You got a lot of volume here to the upside as well. Price moving up, volume moving up. So your bullish scenario, the first one, which arguably would be more bearish, is one more move to the upside. Target area is the 236 to the 05, invalidation 618. So 0.54 is your invalidation. Probability is higher to move up. Your most bullish scenario is that you are looking for a lower degree wave 4. meaning you still expect a couple more pushes to the upside, right? So that's the difference. Here we're looking for 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. And here we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. That would be the most bullish. Why did I have a triple? Because of the highest volume being in this final leg up here. I get it. So your common target area for wave 4 here is the 236 to the 05, 221, 133. If you hit the 618, there's no panic here. Because then we do this. You just don't want to hit this one. This 618 belongs to the green count. And possibly in green, you have a finish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in green. And then you look for yellow. Makes me think that I have to do this. So you don't want to hit the yellow one. That's most important. Hit the yellow, and that's the immediate probability switch to more bearish scenarios and deeper prices. Now in this most bullish scenario, you're looking for support here. Hit the 618. We're going to remove this count from the chart. So we then do this, that, and that. We're going to drop 3 in here, 4 in here, 5 in here, 3 on top, 4 down, and then 1 more high in a 5. Which pretty much sums up this scenario. I just realized. So yeah, those are your scenarios. So let me Control Z here. So in other words, if you find support and move up, there is a possibility for a much bigger bull market. If you move down, hit the 106 here, then the probability switch to this scenario. If you hit the 618 here, bear market, then you expect much deeper retracements. Unless it's a double 1-2, but that's not too likely at the moment. Your second wave 1 is bigger than your first wave 1 in both time and price. So your only bullish scenario that is left is a double 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and then a big 3. However, I'd be very cautious if price is moving all the way down to the 618 at 0.54. I'm not confident about a double 1-2 based on the structure. Your second wave 1 is longer in price and time than the first wave 1. It does lower probability. So if you do move down all the way to the 618, I definitely look for local signs of strength, right? So get me an impulse first, and I'm happy to long the retracement. I'm not here to catch nice. I'm here to follow a clear plan, right? So, and yeah, locally, we were looking for a price to move to the downside, honestly. So, so far, so good. Currently, this range here holds as support. Lose this range, likely you're going to move down to this range around 110. Okay. I think I started fetch at what, like 38? That's right, 38. Very nice. Link in the range. So link at resistance. Okay, we can remove this. What's this? Okay, that's a yearly, has been touched. I'll remove that. What's this? One invalidation, value area high. Remove that. Put this one in confluences. Remove the volume profile. Remove these. Okay, that. Holy. Okay, that's all TA. We don't need that one. That's, I can immediately see that's very, very old analysis. Like, I just keep it on the chart because it's nostalgic. Not gonna lie, it's quite a brilliant analysis, but that's my practice. I practiced on these charts in the past, going to high time frames and stuff, and I mean, worked out well. Okay, well, that's very old stuff. Okay, so here we are looking for a 4 and a 5. That would be arguably a bullish and then bearish scenario. All-time high, much bigger retracement, multi-year bear market, likely, and then move back up. Your most bullish scenario is continuation. Double 1 2. Now the wave 2 on the higher time frames, right? On a local time frame, common target is 05786. On the higher time frames though, sometimes got to take it with a grain of salt. On Bitcoin as well, the first bear market retraced to the 0.236, second bear market to the 0.382, third bear market to the 0.5. So they are getting deeper, but the first one was very shallow, and that's what we're looking for here. So there's the potential for your shallow correction to be finished. Now, with that in mind, right, we're then looking at the local structure to the upside. Clearly here we have a move down, took the lows here, and we can count an impulsive structure to the upside. Now what you have to determine is if this is a wave C, wave A, wave 1. If this is a wave C, it has to be part of a flat. The only potential flat would be an ABC. So in that case, we don't have to go in detail here. Let me just take it from the low. Let's just do it to the high, to the low. Okay, 1.618. See if this is, it's not very likely at the moment for now, but you never know. From the high to the low, wave C. Overlap. Okay, so this is the common target for wave C is the 1.618. Extension target 2.618. The 2.618, however, for a wave C in an expanding flat is uncommon, right? Based on Elliott Wave probabilities. And your wave B only hit the 105, which is a rare target for wave B in an expanding flat. Expanding flat should go to the 1.236 to the 1.38, right? Preferably. The 105 is a regular flat target, but then you would expect wave C to move to the highs here and then reject. So having such a long C to the 2.618, which is less common, and a wave B not touching the common target area for a wave B in an expanding flat, the probabilities would be higher for an A or a 1. Now, of course, we can then analyze this chart. 1, 2, okay. I'm gonna have a few on the chart here, so that's 1. After the 1-to-1, wave 4 is longer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quite a nice end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. Not bad. Of course, in this case, okay. That is your bullish 1. Your second one is, let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. Bum, 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 bum. So, weekly, right? Bullish scenario. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. Potentially a finished 3-wave corrective structure in that case. Common target for 4 is on the chart. Invalidation is the 618 at 9.6. Your second bullish scenario is a deeper retracement. Finished 5-wave structure to the upside, looking for a deeper move. Common retracement target is the 05786, and then you want to move up. All right, this range is going to prove has to act as incredible support. The golden pocket to the 786 is the main area of interest because of the support of this range. All right. Now, with regards to probabilities, the probabilities are higher. This is a wave A or 1. So compared to a wave C, because wave C extended to the 2.618 and wave B didn't hit the expanding flat target. So in other words, probabilities are higher to still move up on a weekly time frame. All the alts look the same. Potential for a finished ABC here, probably ending on high volume as well. So, yep. Well, if we are bullish, we definitely want to see the high taken because you're going to be looking for at least a 5-wave structure. We take a fib from the low to the high. If price touches this 618 here, the probabilities will increase for bearish scenarios and higher for a potential 3-waver to then take the low once more for a bigger 3-wave structure. See how high price went? It did hit the 0.7, so the probabilities are low for a double zigzag in a WXY with a very sharp wave Y. Increasing probability is that if you do hit the 618, you get a sideways corrective structure. You can still take the low, but then you could be looking for a WXY, take the low, support, and then move up. Because we hit the 07 here. Of course, in a bullish scenario, you look for price to move towards the upside. Currently, the highest amount of volume is in the latest candle. There's the potential here for 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. Be aware, right? If this turns out an impulse, in other words, on the 4-hour time frame, you're then going to be looking for 1 2 1 2. You get a move down in 3. If we range in a 4 5 4 5. Then this move down can be counted as either a wave A or a wave 1. It's not yet that, like, you know, we're not there yet. This is quite a big wick as well, so you potentially feel it. But we have a very clear invalidation of the bullish scenario. In the weekly time frame, probabilities are higher to be bullish. Of course, bigger retracements are no problem. That's all risk management. It's just that locally, if this is the low and you want to move up impulsively, there's only 3 structures. You have a 1 2 3 4 5 impulse, no overlap between a wave 1 and 4 allowed. So that means we actually need a wave 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. I see what I did there. We don't want to count this as 1 because then we have overlap with 4. So we need this as a 1, A, B, C, right? In a 2, and then possibly another 1 2, maybe 4 is already in, but that would be the count. So 1 2 and then 3 4 5. Invalidation is pretty much, the 618. So you don't want to touch the 618. That would significantly decrease probabilities for the bulls. 1 2 3 4 5 is one scenario. The other one is a double 1 2. 1 2 1 2 impulse up in 3. Second wave 1, however, is longer in time and price than your first wave 1, so that lowers the probabilities. Last scenario is a diagonal, but you're not allowed to have a flat in a diagonal. So touch the 618, lowers the probabilities for the bulls, higher probabilities to continue ranging or take the low. What's up, Flotty? I know. Okay, so that's link. Formula 1 is starting now. I'm definitely gonna watch. So I want to watch. Yo, Panda Wave, man. Yo, cheers. How you doing, mate? Yeah, like with my beard, I just it grows like the good thing is it grows in like in the good places, so I don't really have to take, and it's quite short, so I don't really have to take care of it too much. And then at some moment I just shave it all off, like not with not on the skin, but still have a little bit of beard, and then just grow it again. I only have to shave once per 1.5 weeks. I don't have. Okay. I mean, looks yeah. I mean, we don't really need to spend a lot of time here. Initiation of the coin, price moving down. This is your low, impulsive move to the upside, highest amount of volume here. Now that's your 3 because you're counting 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. All-time high, correction structure, move up. That would be your highest probability count at the moment. And you, I think, already touched the common target area. So yeah, you did. So the common target area is the 0.5 to the 786 for a potential 2. You could drop all the way down. I mean, golden pocket, this is not gonna lie, that's quite interesting here. Support the previous range. Golden pocket, always interesting. Invalidation is of course the low. This is your highest probability scenario. Yeah, it just takes a few seconds, but there's 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4. Yes. So yeah, that's it. And on the lower time frames, if you want to see the count, right? 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. So that's your 1, that's your 2, 1 2 3 4 5 3 4 5. Right. So, and there you go. So that's what you're going to be looking for. The 0.5 is hit, minimum target in from that regard. We can pull a little FIP time. The low is made before the 382 FIP time, so it does lower the probabilities a bit for this correction to be finished. Preferably, you're going to end the correction, holy moly, after the 0.382. So it would be quite nice to still move down. Now on the lower time frames, in that case, we want to count this bearish. We literally took the low, 1 2 3 4, and then a very big range. Messy price action, very sideways as well. I will not be surprised if you come down once more. 1 2 3 4 5. Highest amount of volume in the low. Now there is the potential 1 2 3 4 5. 3 is not the shortest. Wave 1 is shorter than wave 3. So, and 5 is extended, which is uncommon. So your alternative, instead of an A, B, and a C, you're going to be looking for, again, WXY. Very clear invalidation locally. The invalidation of bullish continuation is the low. So if you're swing trading, which on these time frames one is, I mean, you know, it's so easy. You're gonna at least be looking for 1 to 4. 1% risk, 4% gain. If you hit stop loss, no problem. Lose 1%. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna retry down here. Gives me even a better, an even better RR, because I'm gonna look for proof of support, The moment I get some proof of support, right, you're going to have eventually whatever is going to happen down here. You're going to have price move up a little bit, gets a retracement, entry, stop loss, and then you have a 1 to 8. Oh, I mean, minimum, because you're going to be looking for the high. So it's so easy to swing trade this stuff. But this is your scenario. But yeah, probabilities locally here, quite a sharp move down. Range here, you just sniped the low here as well. You hit the 05, so that's a minimum target. Probabilities on the weekly higher to continue towards the upside on SUI, but with regards to local price action here, it doesn't look that clean yet, like impulsive continuation. This can definitely be counted as an impulsive structure to the upside, sure. So in that case, this would be your 2, but preferably that is then finished. Now look how short your impulse is, how long your correction is. You don't want this whole range now to correct this little impulse to the upside. So in other words, preferably this is your low and you look for another 1, 2. So actually your invalidation for bullish continuation could kind of be this here. What are we doing here, by the way? So yeah, that's that on SUI. So probabilities on the weekly higher to move up. On a daily though, easy invalidations, not yet confident about continuation. If you pull fibs, always use the wicks as well, yes. Okay, the last one. Yeah, I just, this price action, the first structure up can be counted bullish, but then you get this mess. So you definitely want to see some continuation to the upside, some strength. This wick is definitely not ideal. If you want to count another 1, 2, this wave 2 hit the 886, you know, so should give more strength, but it's an easy invalidation. And then next area of support, I mean, arguably your golden pocket is always good support, so would be interesting to keep an eye on it. And then I think we did bonk last time as well, so I should have it in the list. Yeah, it's this one, no? Oh no, wait, boom, bonk. Okay. I see what I did here. I literally have no analysis because I mean, so this is the thing. Sometimes it makes me think people love odds because of percentage moves, but what the fuck is bonk, guys? What is this? Like, what's this chart? What do I support? Oh boy. Yeah. So what I was looking for here is, so just to, we take something from the high to the low, or we take the fib, right, from the high to the low, okay, and then we touch the 886. So probabilities are higher to take the high sooner or later, because if you're looking for an impulsive move down in a 1, 2 and going to absolutely 0, which it already is, you don't want to hit the 886. So the probabilities are higher to move up on a high time frame. Now, without analyzing all of this here, because this is very, very messy, starting from the low here, you can count a 5-wave move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So naturally, in that case, if you can count 1, 2, 3, 4 and a wave 5, you're going to be labeling this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, of a higher degree. And then in that case, let me keep the 8, by the way, how nice. Rejection at the 886, moving to the golden pocket. How often does that happen, right? If you've been here on the channel for longer, you know that that happens quite often, no? So very good to see. But then you have your 1. Do you know? So I used to be a professional Trackmania player, by the way, for the ones that don't know. Played Trackmania for 11 years on the highest level, 3rd at the World Cup, top 5, top 10 in all my World Cup participations. And nowadays there is a cup in Trackmania called the Bonk Cup. So it just makes me think. Every time I think of Bonk, I think about the Bonk Cup. So if you play Trackmania and you don't know about the Bonk Cup, please Google and join it. It's really awesome. It's like really fun maps. It's a really cool tournament. Organized. It's free. Right, it's you can just participate. Even the game is free, but I'm not sure if you have to pay to access the online servers because they have subscriptions. But yeah. Anyway, for wave 2, the 382 is a minimum target, uncommon compared to your most common target, 05786. Right, this is important structural support. However, so the 05 could be a nice touch. But moving below the 05 wouldn't be too awesome. Okay, we're also at the Golden Pocket Speed fan. So acting as a bit of extra support, the 0.75 just below. Volume profile of this move up, probably at the point of control. Value area low, not bad. It's just that the value area low and the Golden Pocket, little order block, but the order block is tested 1. So there's, I don't know, there's not too much down here, right? We moved up very quickly. So preferably structural support on these alts plays a very important role, and we are at structural support, right? Previous range acting as support. The 05 is also still in this range. But if you move to the 05, of course, the point of control will be lost. So if you lose the point of control, retest it, the probabilities are going to be high to move to the Golden Pocket. Now on this bonk chart, highest probability is to move to the upside, right? You touch the 886, increasing probabilities to take the high, looking for potential 1-2 and continuation to the upside. So that's that, no? Yeah, but I don't need to go back a lot on these type of coins. I just need to look at the local price action, yeah, because it's like you can't, it doesn't make sense to count this. There's no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in here. You have to think about a potential 1, 2, 1, 2 of some sort. But I'm only interested in the most local price action in this case. And then we touch the 886, taken from the high to the low. That's an interesting sign, and you can count an impulse in here as well. So yeah, that would be your bullish scenario. Bearish invalidation is the low pretty much. I will have at least a look at the Bybit chart for the sake of bonk. I guess this one. Oh yeah, yeah, but this is also here. You get a very big impulsive structure to the upside, and now we start ranging. Yeah. What the hell? It literally started at 0. It started at, like, I think if you invested 1 cent, your entry is here. Like, you control this market. You pump in 1 cent from 0. There you go. Bitcoin started moving. Oh, look at Bitcoin go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a range. Honestly, on bonk, we touched the 886 locally. So yeah, probabilities would be high to take this high sooner or later, but you are starting to range now after a very big impulsive structure up. But then your bearish scenario is still going to be at like a WXY. I mean, we have a clear 3-wave structure to the downside, hit the 886 on a weekly time frame. your probabilities are going to be always higher to move up, and any retracement down has potential buy opportunities if signs of strength present itself. And locally here, an impulse has probabilities. The only thing I'm not a big fan of is we started ranging for quite long after the move up. So of course it would then be nice to have a deeper retracement, but a deeper retracement is not really aligned with an 886 touch. Any move down now has a higher probability of being C or Y, increasing probabilities to still move up, even if you take all the lows here. So that, I mean, that would be even just a better opportunity. This looked definitely corrective to the downside, right? So, and you took the high, so this has to be corrective as well. This looks like a corrective structure down. Potential here for a 3-wave move up, 3-wave move down. What are we looking at here? A, B, C, D, E. Now triangle U still move up, so that doesn't change probabilities. If this is a 5, correction 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, W, W, X, Y, flat 0.9, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you want to move down, but then it's still a wave C. So the thing is, if you lose this range here, it's not great. So in other words, if you move below 0.00002, holy shit, it's not great for bullish probabilities because you're going to lose the range. So if that happens, definitely want to see local proof of support, which of course in a way we always want to see some proof of support. Ooh, we're moving. So yeah, big wick here. This is too little price action. We want to see a bit more of a range. Massive wick though at the low. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potentially. We hit the point of control. So yeah, weekly time frame probabilities remain higher to move up. That's as far as we can pretty much go on bonk. Just ranging for now. It is a bit dangerous, not gonna lie. From an investing point of view and trading point of view, we're literally at all-time highs on a coin that has pumped 14,000%, by the way. Like, and after 14,000%, it is at an amazing price of 0.00000029. So this is important support on a weekly, the 0.000004. Yeah. So unless we get like some real local strength, like, in other words, if this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside and we have a 1, 2, I mean, so if you change market structure, that would be bullish, no? There's always the potential for 1, 2, 1, 2 down, ending on the highest volume. If this is a 1, 2, right, this is invalidation for very bearish impulsive scenarios. So one, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, but that's a lower high. So preferably this is your 4, 1, 2, 3, sideways 4, 5. And you touch the 886. Yeah, okay. So yeah, remains bullish for now. But locally here, it's too early to call. Oh wow, we are moving up. I mean, look, you're moving down now. Volume is increasing to the downside. Change market structure. yeah, the probabilities will switch locally. If not, you're going to take this low. If you take the low, you're going to move below the point of control of this move to the upside. If you then move below, down, and change market structure, I mean, there's not much holding you here to then move down and just take this low. And if you take that low, well, you're pretty much at, you know, you're going to be looking for a deeper retracement, and your next big area of support is here, which is at an amazing price of 0.000004. So I'd be very patient with these kind of coins. They've pumped 14,000% in absolutely no time. It can go up quick. It can go down just as quick. It's pretty much at all-time highs. So if it doesn't show me any sign of local strength, I'm so not interested to buy into a 15,000. Okay, 13 all-time high is at 20, by the way. 22,000% gain like shitcoin. So yeah, that's pretty much that's that. I guess that's also why people look into Bonk. They look at the percentage and they're like, holy shit, 20,000%. If only I invested, you know. So of course they're curious, can we move another 20,000%, right? That's going to be the thought. But you need very, very good reason to join into this at the moment. After such a pump, you need local signs of strength. I mean, no financial advice, but I am so not interested in Bonk at all, unless it would show me very clearly some good stuff. Okay, moving up a little. Okay, of course, this is Bitcoin, just an FYI. If we touch the 618, right, 70.6K, increases probabilities for the bulls. On all of the time frames, probabilities are, well, on the weekly, are higher for the bulls. This range is now so long as well after we took this high once again earlier today, compared to a wave 2, that the probabilities are low for this to be a wave 4 compared to a wave 2. Increases probabilities, this is a 3-wave structure. This increases probabilities to either have a finished structure and continue, or look for a bigger WXY structure at the moment. So to continue the range, but in other words, it does increase probabilities to take out the high at a given moment. So either WXY, continue a range, maybe take the low, or move up. If you touch the 618 though, that is a real invalidation for wave 4, but time wise this structure is already so long compared to 2, it's low probabilities. We're talking about a wave 4 compared to your wave 2 here. I mean, of course, just look at it. It's ratio analysis. I don't even need FIB time. Just look at the structures here. Short, look at the size of the thing here, right? So even if I take a FIB time from this to that to this, toggle on the 2, yeah, okay, very nice. And if we do to here and even to here, yeah, so not great probabilities. This is a wave 4 compared to a 2, increasing probabilities for an ABC, which increases probabilities for either a finished structure and you continue, or a bigger range, sideways range. Please keep in mind the volume levels of this previous range here. Right, these are going to act as important resistance. Value area low, 70.6K. Point of control, 70.9. Value area high, 71.3. If you do make it up there. Bearish scenario then becomes WXY. Bullish scenario continuation. Yeah, I know, Dexter. I just like accuracy. Yeah, I love accuracy. I want to be sure. So, okay. 24 minutes over time, but I just wanted to at least do the most voted coins for you. So there you go. We covered INJ. So I don't really know all the names, but INJ, Fetch, Link, SUI, SUI, and Bonk out of all. So yeah. That is pretty much what I wanted to cover. We will cover Bitcoin again tomorrow. It's a short altcoin stream. We've done 5 alts, so hopefully a nice little update as well, with Bitcoin at the very end. But Bitcoin will continue again tomorrow. But yeah, I actually wanted to quit 25 minutes ago, but I also wanted to continue with the 5 alts because Formula 1 is on. I had family over the whole day, so I couldn't stream earlier. The moment they left, I was online. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. And yeah, what I'm gonna do is put the timestamps in right now. Let's just get the timestamps in. So that's what I'm gonna do before starting the race. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Tomorrow, of course, is another live stream. Just an FYI that probably on Wednesday and Thursday, I will not be in the Netherlands. I will likely be in the south of France to check up on an apartment we're interested in getting. So I'll keep you updated later this week to get more clarity. It's not yet booked, the flights and stuff, but I may have to go there, and then content schedule will be adjusted just a little bit. I will take my recording stuff to record from the hotel where I'm at then. So anyway, cheers. Thanks for being here. Trade safe. We've done a little bit of Bitcoin at the end as well. I just put the timestamp in that case. And thanks for hanging out. And I will see you again tomorrow.